Hello, let's start this OKR Master Class. The topic for today is OKR, Objectives and Key Results, the Silicon Valley Framework for Goal Setting. So let me start with this quote from Lewis Carroll. If you don't know where you are going, it doesn't matter which path you take. So I have many questions for you today. And the first question is, do you really know where you are going? And what are the 3 goals of your business or team? How many do you remember? Do you remember the 3 goals? 2, 1, or 0 goals? And who assigned the business objectives in your organization? Was it your boss? Was it yourself? Or was it your team? Just keep in mind your answers. Let's see the agenda for today. So we're going to explore the ABCs of OKR. Also, we're going to look at a Google case. We are going to work on an exercise because today we are going to write our first OKR. And please be present. Be present until the end of this OKR Masterclass because I have a surprise. Let's start this OKR Masterclass with some data. There is a company who did a research, and this research has shown us that 70% of people at work are not engaged. How amazing this information. So, did you think that lack of commitment affects the productivity of your company? The same research said that people who are committed might be 14% more productive, and people who are not committed at the company might cost 18% of their annual salary. How amazing this information. So, what can we increase employee engagement? Maybe you think money. So, I think that it's not the only solution. Why? Because right now we have a generational gap. What does it mean? That right now in our job, we are working with people from millennial generation, from baby boomers generation, and another generations. And each generation has their own needs. It's just not the money. So, what can help us to manage these challenges? I believe the OKR framework might help us. This is a management and a leadership system based on objectives and key results. So O comes from objective and key results comes from key results. So we have here some image, and I would like that you take a picture in your mind. Are you ready? So here, take this picture, please. The heart and the brain. What does it mean? I believe that OKR are connected or needs to be connected with the heart and the brain. The heart and the brain from the organization or a heart of the brain from a team. Because objectives need to be connected with something aspirational. Objectives in this framework need to be connected with the purpose of the company. On the other hand, we have key results. And key results needs to be connected with indicators, with numbers. This is why I put this image. So have you already taken that picture? Okay, so let's continue. Maybe you are wondering what are the difference between the MBO system and the OKR. So let's see. The MBO system means business by objective. Okay, so perhaps you are working right now with this type of system. So let's explore the difference. The MBO system shows us what we want to achieve. On the other hand, the OKR system shows us just not what we want to achieve, shows us also how we can achieve that objective. The second difference is that MBO system usually is deploying annually, but the OKR system, you can deploy it quarterly and even, depending on the company, monthly. The third difference, the MBO system usually is deploying and you don't share your objective. It's private or siloed. On the other hand, the OKR system needs to be public, transparent. It's really important that everybody on the company knows what are the objectives, what are the OKRs, okay? Because we need alignment. We need to drive clarity. We need to drive what the clarity of our strategy. So this is really important. The fourth difference is the MBO system usually is deployed top down and 100%. On the other hand, the OKR system is deployed bottom up or sideways. The MBO system, the fifth difference, is tied to compensation. On the other hand, the OKR system is divorced from compensation. Why? Because you are going to invite teams to set aggressive and aspirational objective. This is why they are divorced from compensation. So, what are the benefits of this framework? I would like to share with you the benefits with these examples, okay? Let's look at. We have here two lines, the autonomy line and the alignment line. So the first type of team, we have a team, as you can see here, that this team has low autonomy and low alignment. Usually, this type of team are working with micromanagement, through micromanagement. And also we have another type of team, the team who has low autonomy and high alignment. So the leader says, okay team, we need to cross the river. This is our objective. And the team is waiting for more information, for the direction. So in this situation, the leader says, okay team, let's build a bridge. As you can see in this example, the team has high alignment, but low autonomy. And on the other hand, the third type of team, we have a team who has high autonomy and low alignment. So in this situation of the issue that we need to cross the river, the leader thinks, I hope somebody is working on the river problem. So, and also we have a fourth type of team. In this situation, this team has high autonomy and high alignment. So the leader says, we need to cross the river. This is the objective for the team. And the team by themselves think, so let's figure out how to do it. As you can see, with this example, the OKR framework drives autonomy and alignment of what really matters. So let's discover a little bit from this framework. We have objectives and we have the key results. Okay? So as I said before, we work with image. So remember, objectives are connected with the heart because objective needs to be aspirational, connected with a purpose, and key results are connected with the brain because we need to use indicators. Okay, so let's explore some questions that we can use when we are working on our OKRs. So when we are work with our objectives, for example, we can ask to our team, what are we going to achieve? Okay, what are we going to achieve? And then when we are going to work in our key results, the follow question might help. How do we know we have achieved that goal? Okay, as I use it, first we have what, and the second questions we have how, and this how need to have indicators, remember. So after that we set our objective and key results, I recommend that we need to work on our initiative. And this question might help. What will we do to get there? Okay, so do you remember that I said before that we're gonna work in our exercise? So here I would like to show you this OKR Canvas that is a guidelines to write objective and key results. So here we have the objective, the questions, and also the characteristic or the feature. For example, objective needs to be inspirational. Remember, it's connected with the heart. Creative, qualitative, easy to remember. On the other hand, we have the key results. And here there is a step-by-step that you can use when you are working on your key results. For example, here you have an active verb. Increase, reduce, okay? Then you're going to choose an indicator. Then, how is your current level in this indicator? How are you now? Then, the target level. How much will you increase in this indicator? After that, remember to put an owner. Somebody of the team needs to be the owner of this indicator. Then, the dependencies. For example, we're gonna look up a little bit more later. And then the confidence of level. Here there is they are some characteristic. For example, key results need to be aspirational, specific, measurable, really important, measurable, because this framework is an outcome-oriented framework, okay? Not a task-oriented framework. For this reason, it's really important to work with measurable indicators, okay? Then this is not a task, and maximum 4 key results for each OKR, okay? So let's explore that example. So imagine that a company would like to improve the customer, the employee experience. So what are we going to achieve? The objective is, what are we going to achieve? Okay, we would like to work in our experience, in our employee experience. So our objective is going to be give a wow experience. So if you want, you can write here, what does it mean? Our employees are happy to work in that company, okay? So this is it inspirational? Yes, for me, yes. Wow experience is a wonderful experience. Does it have any number? No, it doesn't have any number. It's okay. Easy to remember? Yes. It's short. It's easy to remember. Okay, let's keep going. Then the second question. So we already wrote our first objective. Then we're gonna work in our key results. So the question is, remember, how do we know we have achieved the goal? So the way that we are work, verb, active verb, increase the indicator, the employee happiness index. Okay, perfect. How much is now the employee happiness index? It's 7 points. Okay, and how much I would like to improve? 9 points. Perfect. So increase the employee happiness index from 7 to 9 points. Okay, so who is the owner? Juan. And who is the dependencies? Mary. Okay, what is it about the dependencies? Okay, I will tell you. For example, if we need that another people from another department needs to know that we are working with this key result because we need information or we need some inputs for them, we need to put their names there. Because when we are gonna have another meeting, when we are gonna share our objective, the other person needs to know that we are working in these key results. Okay? Then, the confidence level. What does it mean, Madeleine? So, I will tell you. The confidence level is optional. You decide if you want to use it or not. Okay? So, for example, if you are really confident, you said, okay, we're gonna work on it, and we are really confident that we are gonna get it. So we have like a 95% and 100%. But if you are writing like a really high aspirational OKR and it's really, really hard, but you're gonna work really hard as well, so maybe you might put 70% of confidence level. Okay, 70%. So this is a way that we can understand if it's this goal or this key result is really aspirational. Okay, next example. Here you have active verb, reduce, indicator, the employee over. Perfect. How much you are right now? 60%. And how much do you want to improve? Okay, now we are 16% and we're going to get 30%. Great, perfect. So you are going to improve from 90 to 30%. Okay, who is the owner? Luis. And who is the dependence? In this case, there is not dependence. And the confidence level is 95%. Perfect. So as you can see, today we write our first OKR. How wonderful this is exercise, right? So we have more information. Here. OKR drives us to demand the impossible. Why? Why the impossible? So I would like to explore with you the Google case. In the book, Measure What Matters, there is a whole chapter that they talk about this Google case. So I would like to show you some really important information. For Google, the OKR framework helped a lot because they said that we needed to set stretch goals that seem impossible to fully achieve. Can you imagine that? And this framework provides to leaders to have a comprehensive view of the organization and also to foster clarity, responsibility, and pursuit of greatness. How amazing these words. So there is a OKR here, examples that I would like to share with you. So Google wrote this objective: have the best web browser of the market. This objective is really aspirational, right? So let's see the key results. The key result was in 2008, okay, I would like to have the best web browser on the market. This is the what. And now we have to know what is the how. Okay, how do I know that I have achieved that objective? Okay, so the key result was achieve 20 million of users. How much did they get? 10 million. Oh my goodness. So the next year, they keep the same objective. We want to be the best web browser on the market. Okay, so the key result was achieve 50 million of users. Even though the last year they hadn't gotten that key result of the OKR, they put a really aspirational key results. And how much did they get? 37 million. It's amazing. 2010, let's see, achieve 100 million of users. Oh my goodness. And how much did they get? 110 million. They have really good result, as you can see. So in this way, Google use OKR framework. So if you want to know more about OKR, to explore more information about this framework, I would like to invite you to read this book. First, we have John Doerr with Measure What Matters. Then Paul Leven and Ben Lamore wrote a really good book which name is Objective and Key Results. The OKR field book from Ben Lamore and Radical Focus from Christine Bodkin. And also, I wrote a book, The ABC of the OKR. This is a Spanish book, but maybe the next year I will have an English version. So please, what are the takeaways from this OKR Masterclass? I would like to know these takeaways from you. Also, if you have any questions, please feel free to contact me. Here, this is my information. You can find me on LinkedIn through Madeleine Silva Coach. And it will be my pleasure to answer all your questions over there. So this is all. I hope that you have a really good time with me and see you in another OKR Masterclass. Take care. Bye bye.
Suscríbete a OKR University hoy y dale clic aquí mismo y tendrás acceso a la única plataforma de aprendizaje online de la metodología OKR.